Welcome to Epstein Becker Green's Employment Law This Week podcast. I'm George Whipple. We're starting the year off with a win for California employers. The state's Court of Appeals recently ruled that every PAGA action necessarily includes an individual PAGA action. The Ninth Circuit introduced some ambiguity in May of last year, holding that only individual PAGA actions can be compelled to arbitration. This new ruling makes clear that PAGA plaintiffs in California cannot avoid arbitration by arguing that they are bringing claims on behalf of others. Over the last year, the NLRB expanded its enforcement priorities and tested the limits of its authority. But the Third Circuit finished 2024 with a rebuke to those efforts. The case focused on an NLRB order instructing Starbucks to provide payment to two former employees who claimed wrongful termination for all direct or foreseeable pecuniary harms. The Third Circuit ruled that the NLRB only has the authority to order equitable relief, and not legal relief as it did in this case. A new year brings new laws and regulations, many of which took effect January 1st. 23 states have raised the minimum wage for their residents, along with many cities and counties. New paid sick leave laws are on the horizon in 3 states, with expansions in 7. And new employment laws will go into effect in at least 69 jurisdictions in 2025. Employers can stay up to date on local and state regulations by downloading Epstein Becker Green's Wage and Hour Guide for Employers app. The app is updated with new regulations each February. That's it for this week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
This podcast is presented by Epstein Becker Green, PC. All rights are reserved. This audio recording includes information about legal issues and legal developments. Such materials are for informational purposes only and may not reflect the most current legal developments. These informational materials are not intended and should not be taken as legal advice on any particular set of facts or circumstances, and these materials are not a substitute for the advice of competent counsel. The content reflects the personal views and opinions of the participants. No attorney-client relationship has been created by this audio recording. This audio recording may be considered attorney advertising in some jurisdictions under the applicable law and ethical rules. The determination of the need for legal services and the choice of a lawyer are extremely important decisions and should not be based solely upon advertisements or self-proclaimed expertise. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.